Louisiana beer reviews crush. Lime Margarita, 10% alcohol. All right, this thing is a malt beverage with natural flavors. In other words, a flavored beer. It's 10% alcohol. It's distilled down to where the beer itself is like, or it's processed. If you live in Canada, processed to where it's like a clear, odorless, liquid, vodka-like substance, but it's malt-based. Must contain hops. Then they add flavor into it. That's where the flavoring comes from. But this company is different. They don't add any coloring. Brewed by Brew Theory, Sanford, Florida, and Lowell, Massachusetts. So it's contract brewed for Island Brands USA. Born on April 13th, 2023 at 8:58 a.m. Oh well. Got a little age on it, but at 10% in a can, a year probably wouldn't matter. Flavors might fade though, but I doubt it. All right. I drank an IPA this month that was nearly 2 years out of date, and it still tasted great. Imagine what it would have tasted like fresh. And somebody told me, no, it's almost a year old. I said, no, that date was the Best Buy, not the Born On. All right, so, it was the Born On, not the Best Buy. That means it was nearly 2 years out of date. Sparkling water. It looks like sparkling soda, right? Like club soda. These things are kind of off-putting in a way when they're not colored, because it just seems strange. It's like it doesn't seem appropriate. If you drink the Steel Reserve 211 Tropic Storm and it's colored greenish yellow, it like looks appropriate. I don't think they make that particular flavor anymore. But clear, it's just an oddity. Beer is not clear. It is when you process it this way, but oh well. It was $8.99 for a 4-pack of these pint cans for each flavor. The purple, the orange, and the green. It smells kind of like the Cayman Jack, Mike's Harder, and the Smirnoff Ice Smashed. All of those, the Margarita versions, they must use the same natural ingredients. They might have the same supply house. Because it's like lime. Lime and agave nectar, and they might add sodium citrate, which is a chemical, but it's considered natural, that adds tartness to a product. It's not considered an artificial flavoring for whatever reason. All right, I guess it comes from nature. Sodium, salt, citrate, some kind of citrus thing. All right, whatever. I'm not a food scientist. Let's go with the taste. Cheers. What I've noticed about this series, they say 10% on the can. They seem stronger though. When you drink the whole can I do it over an extended period. It's too strong to just gulp down. They seem like they're 14, but they're saying, they really hit you. But I guess they can't cheat on that. They're saying 10. Heavy bodied. It's a little syrupiness in it, because I think they're adding, the flavorings I think are coming in like a syrup. Could be a just droplets, liquid, not syrupy, but it tastes like a beer-based margarita, RTD, ready to drink. Not my kind of thing. I don't drink these regularly. I'm gonna have to drink them now. I got 4 packs. I did 1 can each for the review. Don't know if anybody would care to share them with me. I doubt it. Now you're going to say, that's a seltzer. That's a seltzer. Well, it's not a seltzer. Seltzer is a sugar beer. Literally fermented sugar. That legally can be called a beer, because if you read the guidelines that the United States government has, beer has to be made with barley malt and or a substitute, and then they list such as. They say such as beets, cane sugar. I think they have corn. I think they use the word grain. They say wheat. other kind of, vegetables, and it can be called beer. But it can't be called a malt beverage because it's not a malt beverage, not a malt-based beer. So that's strange, huh? How they allow that. This doesn't say beer on the label. Well, at 10%, that's kind of a no-no. You could say lager, ale, malt beverage, beer. Not in the United States. It's a sharp flavor, but it's a good flavor. I mean, like I said, it's not my preference. I don't ever think, oh, I really want to drink a flavored malt beverage. I don't say that. I like to try them. They're interesting. The Four Locos at 14, 13.9, and sometimes 14, sometimes down to 12, they are so strong that they're 10% Mississippi, believe it or not. But those are at the 13.9, 14%. They're so strong, it's just almost unbearable. Although the flavors are usually all right. It's just this overridden by that alcohol. The whole experience is bad, or it becomes bad as you sip on it. The initial flavors with those are usually pretty good. And if you could stop right there with 5 ounces or less, then fine, kill it, dump it. But you drink the whole 24-ounce can, then it's like, oh man, what a mistake. 23.5-ounce can. You're always trying to shave off a little here and there, short you a little bit. Yeah, it's fine, It's fine. It looks strange, but this company's calling themselves like a quasi craft beer company. They say they try to position themselves above craft, below macro, some kind of mid-range. It's a little hard to understand where they're going with that, but they're taking it seriously. They're not saying it like a joke. It's just they're trying to do it a new way. Well, we'll see if it catches on. It's new to Louisiana. They just started putting ads on Facebook. New to Louisiana, Island Brands USA. So it's probably because I looked up stuff on Google. You know how they read all your searches. But that's accurate. It is new. So I'll say A-, 91 out of 100. It's excellent in its own idiosyncratic way. And if you can get a single, that's even better. But if you got to buy a 4-pack, $8.99, right? Half of 9 is $4.50. Half of that is $2.25. $2.25 for this can. That's not too bad. But I could still get the original Club Tales, which has food coloring, okay, but they use real cane sugar also, and from Canada, Quebec, Laval, Quebec province, Canada. And I could still get those for $1.79. $1.79 for pint cans. So those still beat this. Those have as good a flavor, and they look right, with the food coloring, and they're cheaper. So, yeah. The crush is nice, but the original Club Tales is still the king of flavored malt beverages. And I know I was supposed to side with the United States, but I'm going to have to side with Canada on this one. So, Les Bon Temps Relais, a very interesting product, and I'm going to end this review by saying y'all go to Sanford, Florida, or Lowell, Massachusetts, University of Massachusetts at Lowell. I know there's a university there. Don't know about Sanford, Florida. And take a brewery tour.